It's time for blouses. I have various reasons for using text-to-speech for this, so if you can't deal with Microsoft David's voice, I recommend putting this on mute and read the auto-generated closed captions or something. I have a soft spot for this voice since the creator of Undertale, Toby Fox, uses this as well. Anyway, let's get started. This is Baby the Stars Shine Bright, Princess Sleeve Back Shirring Blouse. I have this in 3 colorways, white, black, and black x white. This blouse is super comfortable and was absolutely worth getting in these colorways. I love the low neckline. I feel I generally look better in low necklines even though I won't be wearing that in this video, lol. Mistake on my part. The black one I actually got first, second hand. It was used once and then dry cleaned. The blacks are a bit faded, more faded than I would like, but it still works. Along the white one, I got the black X white one they finally re-released. Before this, the only Lolita entry for the black X white one was from 2006, so I'm unsure if they released it in black and white any other time. It's epic. Baby should do more black and white blouses like this because they sell like hotcakes. It sold out immediately after I secured mine from the store. They used to do a lot more of these in the early 2000s, but I'm not sure if they've gotten the message that these are the best colorway. I don't keep these on hangers because they have elasticated neck areas, which is honestly something I wish more blouses had as well. The blouse that I'm wearing is Angelic Pretty, removable collar blouse from 2004. It comes with a detachable collar I have stored away at the moment, and I also stored away the lacing in the back since it gets in my way, lol. Putumayo, detachable sleeves cotton blouse in brown colorway. If anyone knows what year this is from, hit me up. Couldn't find a Lolita entry for this. This is one of the first blouses I got, back when I finally got serious about blouses. I'm not a fan of the tulle lace, but it's a comfy cotton blouse. Basically all the blouses I'll feature in this video are cotton unless I note otherwise. If I get enough requests or feel up to it, maybe I'll show the very few poly blouses I keep. The Memory of Lily double collar blouse in L size, yellow colorway. I think this is a Chinese brand. I have no info on this, got it a very long time ago second hand for $5. I just love the mustard color of it, the eyelet lacing, and I need to do more experimenting with it. Here's another old blouse I got second hand, unused but cheap. This one has some fun pinstripe detailing and works great with OG cohorts. Alice and the Pirates Peter Pan collar blouse in black colorway. This was my first black Peter Pan collar blouse and it's very comfy. When I started getting other black blouses, I found out that the black on this actually runs quite green or blue instead. If you compare it to other black blouses, you can really see the difference. Well, sometimes the ladies' size fits okay, but for the most part I prefer the men's sizing because of my broad shoulders. So this Alice and the Pirates, Rose Garden Memories blouse is one of some of my men's AATP blouses. This is also one of the few blouses I'm generally okay with the tulle lace, since you don't really see it unless you check it up close. Otherwise, this one's epic for OG. Here, I decided to wear a black piece now bustier. Honestly I just wanted something to help my back posture a bit while I did this video, moving my blouses around a lot. In retrospect, it doesn't match the casual sweet Peter Pan collar top I'm wearing at all, but it was also a really hot day and I didn't feel like changing again, so I just stuck with this. A Deorard stripe monster shirt, all cotton, and has pockets. I love old Deorard stuff. Some of their new stuff can be okay still, but they've changed to be more generic mode K than OG. Believe it or not, Axis Femme does cotton blouses sometimes. This blue plaid can work in tartan cohorts, and the fit is very roomy. This Algonquin's blouse has a detachable jabot. This one is a poly blend actually, it's 60% polyester, 40% cotton. Not a mix I usually see, usually it's 65% poly, 35% cotton or the other way around. Anyway, you can certainly feel the poly, but it's still quite nice. I consider letting go of this one since I have other ways to do this that are cotton now, but I've had this one for a long time. Here's another good and cheap cotton blouse from Axes Femme. Not much to say other than it's great and has a detachable necktie. Another Algonquin's blouse. This has an asymmetric cape that can be removed. This one is a poly 65%, cotton 35% blend. Here are a couple piece now blouses. The first one is a basic black one with some cute frills. It's a hint small for me, so I'm considering letting it go, but I just love the frills. The other has a fun diamond harlequin pattern, and the other pattern matches other piece now pieces I have. This is a super cool black piece now for men's swallowtail blouse. I added the chains to the collar since it didn't come with them, but it had the metal loops for them, just begging to have this chain added. The pointy collar and swallowtail are there to slay. Metamorphose crown label blouse in navy. Just a simple Peter Pan collar blouse in navy, with some nice embroidery type of details, a bit of shirring in the back, but it's overall a great fit. Really happy with this one. Metamorphose nostalgic Traumaray long sleeve blouse with cape. Many of Meta's new blouse releases are using their crunchy TC blend, which is a crunchy 65% poly, 35% cotton. I quite dislike it. Makes me want to not reach for it. But this design and color are just so good, ugh. If they ever do this in full cotton, I'll jump on it and then find a new home for this one. Here's one of my favorites, Jane Marple frill vest blouse. There's a detachable frill vest, but even more importantly for me is that it has an exceptionally long length that works so nice for me. Some blouses are just so short in length for no good reason. It's also extremely roomy and comfy. I love wearing this in the winter time with extra layers underneath, because I get cold easily. I can wear 2 Uniqlo Heat Tech long sleeves under this no prob. I wear at least 2 Uniqlo Heat Tech frequently in the winter under a lot of my blouses, actually. Speaking of spacious blouses, this is Physical Drops Millefeuille blouse. I got this in both the black and red tartan colorways. Physical Drops blouses are so roomy yet flattering. I highly recommend them for a large range of sizes. Also appreciate the partial sausage sleeve effect on this release. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Elizabeth blouse from 2023 in black. The nice thing about the blouse version of this famous Elizabeth set is that it can be used with other JSKs if you want to. The arms have a hint more moving space, but really not much more. I would personally say it's barely more flexible than the op. The extra flexibility mainly comes from being able to shift the blouse entirely, if you're doing the hack where you don't fully button down the blouse, for example. Front bow is removable. For the black colorway, I have Baby's baby doll blouse in both detachable sleeve version and the regular long sleeve version. There are just some times when my sensory issues are getting to me enough that I just don't want to feel the extra shirring on my arms, and the regular long sleeve version lets me do that. I like the hard eyelet lacing for this. Anyway, these baby doll blouses are an absolute staple to any BTS SB fan. Baby the Stars Shine Bright frill blouse. It comes with gorgeous detachable princess sleeves that I have stored on the inside of the hanger. This is a blouse I hope to be able to use more this winter with its lovely high neck torchon lace. I bought this with the white colorway as well. Baby the Stars Shine Bright double ruffle half sleeve blouse. For some reason, they stocked these up without putting up any extra postings of them, and people only saw them post their modeling images on places like Instagram. It has a lovely low square neck, neckties, and lots of elasticated areas for comfort, including along the bodice and sleeves. I have an older one of this in the white colorway as well that I'll show later. 2014 Baby the Stars Shine Bright Baby Doll Frill Blouse. I continue using this more than the 2024 baby doll blouses I have actually, mostly because the black color on this is actually darker. Love the slight sausage effect. Also, I love the card suit symbol lace. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Shirring Blouse from 2010 or earlier. This one is great to wear with skirts especially. The shirring runs along the entire bodice unlike baby doll blouse, so it provides a different silhouette. I had this in the white colorway and was really happy to find the black one at last. Atelier Pierrot Nereus blouse from 2013. I think this is actually the coolest blouse they've ever done. Not only is it in full cotton, which they rarely do nowadays, but it has amazing corseted arms, the shirring goes all the way up the back for shoulder space, and there is very minimal use of the cheap tulle lace that I feel ruins a lot of their other cotton blouse designs. This one is peak for 8 pi. Atelier Pierrot Standing Collar Puff Sleeve Blouse. I have this in both black and white colorways. I think these are from 2012 or around there. The 2013 version is on low library, but the lace usage is slightly different from this. They released yet another similar version earlier this year, but I like it significantly less because the tulle lace on those rest directly on the arms and feel itchy. Atelier Pierrot Cotton Oberon Blouse from 2012. Got it second hand long ago for very cheap. It didn't come with the detachable bow, which is fine. The shirring is very generous on it and it's a good plain basic. Angelic Pretty Shirring Blouse from 2008. Although it's called shirring blouse, the shirring doesn't reach the shoulders. Despite this, it's still a good fit on me thankfully, so I look forward to using this with other AP pieces from around this same transitional era. I actually dislike most bows, but I find the small ones here placed in just the right spots, especially near the shoulders. Metamorphose, blouse with cape from 2007 using Rascal lace. It's hard to tell from the stock photos, but it has incredible sausage sleeves and having the cape with it is a great bonus. Easily one of Meta's best releases. Would love to get this in white too. Metamorphose Shirring Blouse with Detachable Collar from 2005. I have this in both the black and white colorway. My white colorway one doesn't have the collar and wrist cuffs that come with it though. At least the black one does and they're quite nice. The blouse itself is great except for being a bit short lengthwise, but I still gladly work with it and it's super flattering. Innocent World Standing Collar Rose Yoke Blouse from 2007. It comes with a really nice bow, but I keep it stored with my other accessories. This is my only IW blouse right now. Their old ones are very hard to find, especially in L size, which I would need for my shoulders. Violet Fane The Hanging Rock Blouse from 2021. Has a great detachable collar that I keep with my other collars. The 3/4 sleeves are pretty unique for this piece. Maxissimum Magical Crown Embroidery Blouse from 2019. This one is extra cute with the tiny heart pockets. They only fit small snacks or such, they won't fit a phone, especially with how large they are these days. Sizing is generous, even though the shirring doesn't reach the shoulders. Maxissimum Lovely Cherry Embroidery Blouse from 2007. Simple and good. Ma'am is based. A+ Lidl Frill Blouse. I haven't been able to find any more information on this, but I got this for about $20 and it's ridiculously good for frilly OG looks. If you have more info, please let me know. Here is a cornet blouse that I would love more info on as well. It has the yellow tag. The eyelets are great. Cornets OPs tend to have small measurements, so I was afraid the blouse would be tight as well, but it's actually a great fit on me. Moitié 2-tier lace collar blouse from 2000. This is my oldest moitié blouse and it's amazing. The tiers of eyelets are beautiful, and the thick quality of a fabric really is a testament to how much they don't do it like this anymore. Moitié high neck shirring blouse from 2007. I have this in both black and white. They are both super peak flattering. It's really too bad new moitié rarely does cotton blouses anymore, and the new ones they do put out are still lackluster in many ways. Here's another blouse I have in both black and white. Alice and the Pirates Mad Hatter blouse in men's size. I'm not sure which year release is which, but I theorize the black one is 2008. The black one is produced in Japan while the white is produced in China, and the hems on the white version are a tiny bit shorter. The only other hint potentially I have is the spider tag placement. Black piece now damaged frill blouse. Believe it or not all of Black piece now's pieces are black. The side lengths on this are very short and need to be covered with high-waisted bottoms or a vest, things like that. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Shirring Blouse plus short sleeve version. There are slight differences in the laces, but otherwise they're practically the same. You can see pretty well here how much thicker torchon laces were in older days. While new torchon lace is still great, they don't withstand washes nearly as well, and it's a huge bummer. Baby, the Stars Shine Bright Frill Blouse white colorway. I showed the black one earlier, so this is the same. Alice and the Pirates Adonis Du Cadavre Gauze blouse from 2015. Even though this isn't the men's size, it's still relatively comfy thanks to the cotton gauze having more breathing room than the usual broadcloth cotton. Gauze fabric often comes unfinished, which is why you see all these threads here. It's as intended, but I do still wish gauze releases would finish more of their edges in general. Alice and the Pirates Valkyrie Bird blouse from 2010. This originally had an incredible jabot plus bowtie combo, but unfortunately mine didn't come with it. Still, it's the men's sizing, so it's super comfy and has really nice, elegant wrist cuffs. Putumayo Collar Frill Cotton Blouse from 2006. Putumayo Collar Frill Cotton Blouse from 2006. I got this new with tag second hand, and it's a great blouse for formal looks with some frills, without being as OTT as the AATP blouse just earlier. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Waist Shirring Blouse from 2003. As the name implies, it has shirring on the waist area, though otherwise this blouse is still very roomy and comfy. It's one of my oldest baby blouses, though I may consider parting with it eventually. I tend to reach for my other baby blouses more as it stands, but I should go out of my way to coord with this one more. Nice detachable sleeves. Here's the baby blouse I tend to use the most. It's from 2013 and I just finished an OxiClean wash with it, so I'm inserting it here. It's worth steaming out the lace after a good clean. Such a good blouse. Here are a couple more baby doll blouses I also use a lot, both from 2017. Great staple pieces. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Antique Rose Princess Sleeve Blouse from 2012. This blouse is a good fit, with elasticated sleeves and extremely elegant with its princess sleeves and full eyelet lacing. This is great for my ivory coords and would consider getting it in other colorways at a good price. Compare that ivory color with this beige blouse from a Chinese brand Tiny Garden. I got this in white too, and in XL size to ensure comfort for my shoulders. These are really comfortable, very affordable cotton and torchon lace blouses that I would recommend to any beginner. But if you think baby's no shirring blouses are a hint tight, which certain ones are for me, definitely get Tiny Garden's XL size, which is the largest size they offer. These are actually quite comparable to baby's baby doll blouses in terms of function. Here's a side-by-side look. Tiny Garden on the left, baby on the right. Tiny Garden stitching is definitely budget if you check closely on the details on the buttons, etc., but it's well worth the cost. A simple physical drop cotton shirt blouse. I like that it's just a closed neckline, no special collars or anything. Simple, comfy, good. Jane Marple Note Pattern Blouse from 2002. The collar is wired and I find that really cool. The music notes are hard to see, but if you look closely, therein by purposely distressing the fabric in the shapes, and that's also a cool detail. Naoto frill, carriage pattern blouse. I've had this blouse for a long time, back when I wore a lot more Naoto. Not sure what year release this one is, but I miss when people did prints on full cotton blouses. FINT gingham tie sailor blouse. Here's a brand I think most girlies overlook. This is a full cotton blouse that works in sailor cohorts, and it's got gingham. The cotton on this is softer than any of my Lolita brand blouses. And it was only around $10 second hand. Atelier Piero Recitativo blouse from 2014. This one is super unique because the bodice is cotton, but the princess sleeves are a very sheer poly. Because of this, it runs rather cool. I'm not sure if I'm keeping this blouse in the long run. These next two blouses are from Chinese brand Little Bear. Rose doll white high collar blouse, and white square neck blouse. I'd like to get these in black too, but they only had white available when I was able to order them. I originally got these in both M and L size, and decided I liked the L size more overall. The amount of lace used on these princess sleeves is amazing. The next bunch of blouses are from another Chinese brand called Ariel Cat. Their tag is very cute, with an Ariel cat. This blouse I got in white, and black x white. These took essentially a full year after I ordered them to come in. The nice part is that they were super cheap, so the weight overall was worth it. There's the time/quality/cost triangle to consider in all these things, and in that aspect, this is great on quality and cost and a long wait on time. That's fine. Lovely detachable sleeves, lovely cotton. So later, I pre-ordered these adorable hooded blouses also from Ariel Cat. I ordered these around half a year later, and they came in sooner than the blouse's previous LOL. I did a thing and got them in both M and L sizes again for comparing. Although I fit in the M size fine, I think I'll still commit to the L size for comfort. I'll consider finding new homes for the M sizes. Angelic Pretty Ladder Lace Blouse from 2006. This design is really peak to me, however the fit is little tight for comfort. I would be open to trading it for other wishlist blouses or such, but otherwise I'm not willing to let it go. Baby's 2-layer frill lace blouse in white colorway, from around year 2008. The Lolibrary entry for 2008 has different lace, so I think this is a different year, but it was different enough from the more recent 2024 version that I decided to rehome the 2024 version I had. I like this older one more and really glad to have found a new home for the newer one I had. Atelier Pierrot Blooming Rose Princess Sleeve Blouse from 2022. Detachable jabot and marvelous dramatic princess sleeves that is iconic of their brand. I feel like this is the last time they've ever done a full cotton blouse with their OTT princess sleeves. I constantly see them release it only in full poly after this. It's just so much better in cotton, but my wallet is fine with their decision LOL. Say hello to basically the first Lolita blouse I got, Baby's double frill standing collar blouse from 2006. I pretty much never see anyone else with this, it seems to be a very obscure release. The collar area is pretty unique and this looks great with my more classic looks. Baby's Little Kitten Witch blouse from 2024. This blouse is very similar to Ribbon Drop blouse which Baby re-releases on occasion. The fit is the same, pretty much all of the laces are the same as well. The only main difference would be the ribbon placements, and Little Kitten Witch having cat ears in the back. I had Ribbon Drop first, so after having both of these blouses for a while, I decided to rehome ribbon drop since I like having the cat ears on little kitten, which more overall. Bodyline shirt lacy ruched blouse. I got this many years ago during one of Bodyline's random online sales, and this was around $10 back then. I got it with a few other Bodyline blouses at the time, thinking I'd use those, but this ended up being the only blouse I kept in the end. The others had tulle lace, or I just didn't fly with the material. As with all Bodyline, it's not 100% cotton and it's a poly blend. Anyway, this is pretty much just a super budget version of baby's shirt blouses, so I just keep this around as a backup. Here are a few old pink house blouses that I'm really happy to have in such great condition. I feel like only us old girlies know how good pink house is. The material is so soft, and the picot frill details they use are just on another level compared to traditional Lolita brands. They're expensive to get direct from store, but there's so much of this on the second-hand market at reasonable prices. If you're committed enough, I highly recommend people to hunt through the listings. One thing to note is that many of these blouses have shoulder pads. The hooded one here doesn't have them, but the other two blouses do. I personally love shoulder pads and they're flattering on me, but I know each person is different. Another major important note is that the shoulder and bust sizing is usually quite generous, as Pink House caters to older crowds who know and appreciate comfort from experience, but are still being cute while being so. Ahem. It's time for Alice and the Pirates Majima no Oni-san to grace us with his presence. He gets to don my oldest AATP blouse from 2007, with a nifty jabot and skull ribbon attachment. I really miss when AATP used torchon lace on their pieces. Oh yeah, and despite not being a men's size or anything, this blouse is actually super spacious and even has shirring in the back waist area, which doesn't really do anything for me. Alice and the Pirates blouse with ribbon jabot from 2008. This one is similar to the one before, but the fit is tighter, so I have it up on my trades list. Please check it out. Let's trade. Baby's Alice meets the White Rabbit blouse from 2024. The pockets plus gingham got me to bite on this very much. I have it paired with this pink house vest and super lover's tie for more gingham goodness. The pockets are small and only fit a snack. As you can see, a phone would stick out at least halfway. Dangerous. And this is a small phone in today's standards. But hey, the rickrack's cool. Love the bunny ears on the back too, and detachable sleeves are always great. Ma'am bunny ear sailor blouse. The Lolibrari entry dates back to 2018, but I got this new direct from Ma'am's online store earlier this year. Definitely a peak design for them. It's spacious, comfy, cute, and goes well with sailor coords. The fact that it flares out at the bottom is super cute. Love the bunny ears. Metamorphose short sleeve square neck frill blouse in gingham from 2024. Love the low neck, and of course, it has plenty of shirring, so it's very comfy. Meta would have such a grip on my wallet if all of their blouses were in full cotton like this instead of most of them being a TC poly blend. Sexy Dynamite London, frill blouse. Great for OG. Comfy cotton. Heart E gingham blouse. Cute frill design, tiny gingham, comfy cotton. Baby's square neck princess sleeve blouse from 2001. A secret about a certain subset of Baby's really old designs is that some of these pieces are crazy roomy. There's so much arm and bust space on this. Super amazing piece. Baby's sailor blouse from 2007. If you can't tell already, I love sailor blouses. I love that this one also has the sausage sleeve effect, and the torchon lace on the sailor collar is exceptionally nice. Since this blouse is very typical baby blouse size, I wanted to try comparing it to the previous 2001 blouse, but it's a bit hard to visually see how much more spacious the 2001 one is. Welp, I tried. The black ribbon Darcy blouse version 1 in small size, gray colorway. A thing to note is this is very much an American small, and so this is already roomier than most of any typical Brando blouse I would find from Japan. Physical drop is an exception I'll show later. Putumayo rose print frill blouse from 2007. I feel that this stark red is hard to find in a blouse. The lighting in my room is really yellow, but under the sun it's a deeper red. Love the rose print touches and the detachable tie is cool. Love old Putumayo. Angelic pretty ribbon throughout retro blouse from 2011. I'm glad to have a second excellent brown blouse for a good price. This one has a lot of nice details overall. A note for anyone interested in this blouse, the velour strings are not finished whatsoever, so they're prone to fraying. Like usual, I plan to be careful when wearing this, so I haven't done anything on the ends for mine yet. Here's an angelic pretty tartan cut so that I keep on a hanger since I just love how it looks on one. LOL. For anyone interested in it, it's actually super short length, so I have some difficulty actually working this into my cord since I can actually only pair it with high-waisted skirts, unless I want to show everyone my belly button. It's really that short. A common complaint about many Lolita brand pieces. Putumayo standing collar blouse with rose ribbon from 2005. I submitted this colorway to Lolibrary. Love the necktie for this one too. Jane Marple, tartan trimming blouse from 2017. Got this second hand for a good price. I have to note this is absolutely the softest cotton I've ever felt on a blouse. It's so amazing. The seller had another of the blouse without the detachable bow part for cheaper that I wish I could have snagged too, because then I would be able to wear this even more often. It's just that soft and comfy. Mint Neko, tartan check shirt. Mint Neko is a brand made by an assistant designer from H. Naoto. Yeah, I don't co-ord this with Lolita at all, but I can do OG adjacent things with it. Love these cat pockets. Axe's Femme Poetique Gingham Sailor Blouse. I'm really surprised to find an all-cotton blouse from the Poetique line, and it was less than $10 to boot. Uses legit lace, the ribbon bow is dangling on the backside. Roomy and comfy. Metamorphose short sleeve pintuck frill shirt blouse from 2011. Pretty simple high neckish blouse with lots of shirring for comfort. Lots of nice self fabric frills. This is my latest physical drop piece, the summer holiday blouse released in June this year. It came with many detachable bows that I've removed to no one's surprise. Angelic pretty charming frill blouse, check, from 2021. I got it second hand, and I should note for anyone interested, the frill section at the top sits on a strange place on my bust. My sensory issues have a bit of a problem with it. It's not so bad if I have something else underneath at least, but I may potentially put this up for trades or even for sale someday. Not sure. The physical drop millefeuille blouse in tartan doesn't have sensory issues like the AP one does. Jane Marple 1993 tartan set blouse. This is the literal thickest and also one of the softest cottons I have. Actual proof that they physically do not make cottons like this anymore in today's industries. It even wants you to only dry clean this only, but this is absolutely fine in a delicate's cold wash. I had to do the rest of these on another day since it was getting late, so I'm in a new cohort. I'm wearing a Jane Marple velveteen bustier that I have no Lolibrary info on, but the bolero is 2003 Millefleur lace bolero and the skirt is Victorian pintuck lace skirt from 2005. The necklace is neon glass and I also have an antique beast choker on, but ideally you won't be seeing it much here. Let's move on. Putumayo, checkered blouse. I have the shorts with this pattern, so I was really happy to find the matching blouse. Checkered Putumayo OG, here I come. No idea on release year though. Putumayo, Devil and Angel Sailor Blouse from 2003. Very cute print and I always love a good sailor blouse. Here's the white colorway of the short sleeve cotton UTLERPRO I showed earlier. It was in my Oxyclean batch with other things. Still would like confirmation on the release year, but 2012 is best guess. Here's the detachable bow. Here's one of my dream blouses, finally got this year. Victorian Maiden Rose Shirring Blouse from 2001. Old Victorian Maiden is really epic. The shirring, I should call it smocking instead, it's super tight and strong, really meant to last over the ages. The rose eyelets are peak. The black colorway is still on my wish list, but I am so happy with this. Going along with rose eyelet lace, I finally got one of Baby's back pintuck blouses. This one originally came with a bow tie, but the seller didn't have it, so it was priced down appropriately and I went for it. While the bow tie is kind of nice, I would prefer other accessories anyway, and the collar plus cuff lace on these are really up my alley. It doesn't have much lace up on front, but I intend to only wear this with JSKs over it anyway, so this works out perfectly for me. I'm getting the more recent re-release second hand in black as well, so I'll finally be set with these pintuck blouses. Metamorphose Sailor Double Button Blouse from 2015. The button layout gives Sailor Chef Sanji to me. Have you heard of All Blue? Here's a more modern meta blouse that I'm on the fence about keeping despite it being ridiculously comfy. Bare Ear Blouse from 2020. Can you guess the reason? If you know me well enough by now, it's because it's a TC poly blend. The ears are detachable with snap buttons, so cute. I have co-ordered with this a couple times without any major issues, so I think I might be okay with this one after all. The lace is really small and cute. Actually, another potential reason is I think it just looks too cutesy sweet on me. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll keep trying, but I'm open to trading it. Physical Drop Shirring Blouse in black and white. Kato-sun and her cotton blouse releases are a beam of light in these bleak times for old schoolers. These blouses are absolutely huge to work for a large range of sizes, yet they're still flattering on a tiny person like me. Look how much they stretch. They're an amazing work of art. They have detachable bows on the sleeves which are, okay, I can take them off if I feel like it. Yeah. Just look how wide it goes. If you missed out on these and are interested and would commit to getting them, I would recommend that you implore Kato-sun to re-release them. This is absolutely one of the best blouses she's ever designed. Metamorphose Round Neck Switching Short Sleeve Blouse, Rascal Lace, from 2009. It's very comfy with lots of shirring, and gives a nice silhouette. There's a variation that comes with cotton lace, but I'm okay with Meta's Rascal Lace sometimes. This is a recent release from a Chinese brand, Rose and Neverland. I got it in black and white. An interesting thing about these is that the cotton is the smoothest cotton I've seen. It's so smooth I'm sus they've coated it with something synthetic and aren't being transparent about it. I'm not sure. I haven't ordered from China since De Minimize ended and don't know the next time I will though, but I'd love to hear from anyone else's frank talk about Rose and Neverland if they've gotten their stuff. Their socks have been epic for me at least. Millefleur Shirring Blouse from 2007 in both black and white colorways. I'm so flabbergasted that no one seems to making similar types of blouses these days, in cotton. If someone has and I just never knew, please enlighten. I'm very particular about it making the silhouette though, which this does successfully. These are blouses I use frequently in the warmer days. They are so comfortable and flattering. Everything is elasticized without feeling like a pain on my skin. The neckline, the sleeves, the waist. This polka dot Jane Marple top also gives a similar silhouette because the same parts are elasticized. Super underrated type of top. Angelic Pretty Resort Blouse, gingham, from 2021. Similar areas of elastics again, but the sleeves are slightly longer. One of a piece better blouses. I'm wearing this in my skirts video, but here it is as is. Lavi and Rose gingham shirring blouse I got earlier this year from a super friendly small Korean brand. The neck tees are detachable, and the construction overall is so nice. It's made in lightweight seersucker cotton and great in warm weather. I'm not sure if I'll get to making a cutsew video, so I'll put these here. While these are officially called cutsews, the detachable sleeves are using blouse broadcloth fabric, so I still treat it halfway like a blouse. The front bows are detachable, but overall this is a peak angelic pretty release with the good old torchon lace in an era where they keep using cheap tulle lace in other releases, or sticking icky poly shining lining on their main pieces. These are comfy AF. Another cutsew that's actually using broadcloth, so, Atelier Pierrot shirring puff sleeve cutsew from 2012. I love this because it's extra long length when so many other pieces don't even cover my belly button even as a tiny person. Glaring daggers at you 45 centimeters length angelic pretty pieces. You can wear it in multiple ways, with the straps to support so you can have the shoulders exposed, or just keep the shoulders covered. I'm going to end with my wire head camisoles since I just live in these on hot summer day outings and they are peak. I even have the black and white ones from different years since I use it so much. And the laces are different. My all black one is linen, which I love. I feel that linen is so underrated by wusses who can't deal with wrinkles. That's right, calling out the wussies who are afraid of wrinkles. I'm joking, slightly. The velveteen one is so nice. Admittedly, the white one is the one I use the least because I don't regularly wear all whites in the summer as much, and it takes me longer to get a load big enough to dedicate the time to oxyclean. This grayish tartan one is an older one before the wire head tag was even attached. Finally, the epitome of the wire head camisoles, the tartans. I have it in the old poly blend and absolutely had to get it again when the cotton one came out. Worth it? In description, I lay out the other wardrobe videos I made privately. I may consider doing some extra editing on them in order to put out public versions, but otherwise they're private for the time being since they have my actual suffering voice and for other privacy reasons. YT lets me share the video to specific Gmail addresses, so if we're homies, you can reach out to me on my social DMs for the links. Thank you for hanging out with me to check out these blouses. I would love to see more Lolita blouse content on this platform, so please hook me up if you have more content. Hope to see you in another video and please be kind.